Week 11's video, we finished up our last two national parks in Utah. We spent Sunday and Monday at Bryce Canyon, and we spent Wednesday and Friday at Zion. So now we've hit all 5 Utah national parks. I highlight the best parts of those similar to what I did last week, and just kind of spend some other time focusing on what we did when we weren't in the parks. Good morning from Bryce Canyon. We are going to combine a bunch of different trails today. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to combine Queen's Garden Trail, Peekaboo Trail, and part of Navajo Loop. Wall Street is closed because it's only open during summer. So we're gonna see how this goes. It's supposed to be like 6 miles, lots of changes in elevation, lots of cool sights.
Can't wait.
I'm really excited. As you descend quickly, there's tons of switchbacks and fun little moments to walk through like this. I can't even lie, I feel really special getting to like walk through these rock tunnels. Like I feel like I'm not supposed to be here, but like I am because the trail obviously goes through here, but like it feels like an extra naturey time. I think we've reached the peak of our hike for Peekaboo. Maybe not according to Devin, but this is a nice view we have. Amazing rock features, beautiful surroundings, absolutely huge. Bye. So the Peekaboo hike is also known as the hoodoo hike, and if you look in the distance you'll see a bunch of hoodoos. That's just where the rocks are completely separated out there. Right here, it's going to be a little hard to see for a second. That's an example of a window when the area on top of the rock splits, like all of those out there, it then becomes a hoodoo. Videos don't do this place justice because it's just so beautiful. The sky is like a blue I have never seen before. I was telling Devin, like, I think it's a fake blue. But here, obviously, we've got some more windows. Beautiful moments. Once you go through the gnarly switchbacks, you're rewarded with a view. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Oh my gosh. The walk up to Sunset has some great views, but that steep incline continues. You're gonna look at this endpoint and think, oh my God, I can't do this. And TBH, that's where my mindset is at right now. I'm like, I can't do this, I'm so close. But my legs are so dead. We've been walking so long. A set of switchbacks, cue eye of the tiger. The view from the top of the switchbacks is insane, it's crazy. What's worse than heartbreak was after the switchbacks we still went up. I was so cranky and so mean about that. I'm not feeling it, but I think we've reached the peak. We've got just a little bit more to go. The girl's tired here. Cheers to surviving our crazy strenuous hike.
I got the full suspension pale ale. Delicious.
And I have Chasing Tail. Oh, focus. Golden ale. Most importantly, it has a dog on it. There's quite a few viewpoints in the park, but the only one that we really thought was worth seeing was Bryce Point. Even though that's what we saw the other day, we still made our way down to see it. What was really cool about it was kind of like a 360 view of the canyon. It was interesting to look at it from above when the day before we were pretty much down in the trenches of the canyon. I was pointing at the trail that we think that we walked the day before. Still an awesome sight. The randomest thing about this campsite we're at, Kodachrome, is how nice the showers are. And like, I'm not exaggerating when I say it is the best shower I have taken in the 2 months we've been on the road. So, you know, on the outside, it's like, ew, a shower. And then you open it and it's like, okay, go off. Look at the nice shower head, the tile, the bench, the hooks. Okay, Kodachrome, okay. And before we left Kodachrome, we had an amazing sunrise to wake up to. So here's how it works when we stay on these public lands. It's run by the Bureau of Land Management. And it's just basically open spaces where any sort of vehicle that you want to live in, travel in, you park there and you get your space. You don't pay for it. There's no designated spots. It's really awesome. But the thing about it, if you can't tell by me jumping around here, the roads are so poorly maintained that when you're turning into them or you're trying to find a camping spot, you better be driving 5 miles an hour and ready for some really intense bumps. Here's one. Oh my gosh. And it's so funny when we first get here because I follow the bus, obviously, and I just watch poor Devin jump over all of these bumps and struggle through it. But I'm sure we'll end up with a really nice, cool looking camping spot. We spent like the last week and a half in really small towns that didn't have a very Emma-friendly grocery store or a grocery store at all. So it's nice, you know, to be able to come into town and see strip centers. But most importantly, this is my favorite Utah grocery store, Smith's. It's the exact same thing as Kroger. So we go to Smith's whenever we can. So we're trying to get Devin's GoPro. We're trying to get Devin's GoPro ready for tomorrow for Angel's Landing, and he's gonna wear it on his forehead just like that. Look at me. Oh yeah. We also have the chest mount. That's pretty hardcore. Honestly, it's a look, especially because it's twisted.
Where?
5:33 a.m. and we are on our way to Zion National Park shuttle area. We are trying to get out onto Angel's Landing early. It's going to be a very rigorous hike, 2.5 miles, 1,500 feet upwards in elevation. It's like the most dangerous hike in the NPS system. Hoping to make it to the top. This whole area, this whole next section of the video is just going to be us going up. So cross your fingers for us. We got here right at 6 o'clock. The shuttle does not start until 7, but Devin saw somewhere like sometimes they start early. So we're gonna be here prepared. The shuttle service did not end up starting early, but I have to brag because we were the first people on the shuttle for the day. So I was very proud of that because I love to be first in the line leader. Angel's Landing, strenuous climb, narrow route with cliff exposures. Devin, do you think we're gonna make it?
Oh, easy.
Yeah. For reference, the top of the arrow is where Angel's Landing is, so it is a pretty intense hike. We're climbing up fast. We still got more to go. I think the last part of the switchback we see over here is right there.
We're about 0.9 miles in.
0.9 miles in. Breathing's going okay.
Yeah.
How's your stamina?
It's good. Controlling our pace.
Yeah. I'm just singing all too well in my head to distract myself. But I do have to say from here on out, till we reach the top, oh my gosh, I will be out of breath. Completely. Look at the trail down there. Look how small the people are. We are getting steep. Steep. I believe these are Walter's pickles or something. We're gonna be game face, focused, grinding out. Surviving and thriving right now. We made it past the switchbacks. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling alive. The chains are coming up though, so we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see if the mood changes, if the energy changes. Hopefully we'll keep it going. We're having a good time. I'm having a good time. I don't know about Devin, but I'm killing it. For reference, these are what the chains look like. You are literally climbing up by holding onto chains. Good times. One of the tricky parts about the Angel's Landing hike is when you reach the chain area, it's pretty much one way. You either have one group going up or one group going down. Luckily, when we were going up, we didn't encounter that much traffic, but on our way down, we did have to stop and wait for groups of 5 to 10 people to go through. Then we would go through, which is a little nerve-wracking when you've got a lot of people waiting on you. But for the most part, people were respectful and would wait their turn while we went, or we would wait our turn while people were coming up or down. All right, we are making our way up there. Let's do it. I may be wrong, but I think this would be Scout's Landing, no? Or is that before the chains? Is that where all the backpacks were?
I have no idea.
The drop here is no joke. Go, Devin, go. I'm on safe ground here. We're good. Safe ground as I'm up at this height. LOL. Nice. We made it. We made it. It's really cool. It's all fun and games being on the top until you look over the edge and you realize just how far up you are. We enjoyed our time at the top. Now it's time to go down. We're gonna stop after the chains. Devin's telling some Braves fans that we're from Houston, LOL. We're gonna stop after the chains and eat a snack and work our way down. We are snacking here with a view. This is what is called Scouts Landing. It's before the chains start. Quite a big crowd out here. Ain't it, Chipmunk? Hi. Hi. Oh, goodness. Incredible views up here. Some fall colors down there. Some rocks on the side. And we continue to go down. This is where it was really, really steep on the way up. So because we made a purchase and got no bag, we get a marble. It supports the Zion Forever project.
Oh.
Woo, that was quick. Ooh, that's exciting. Now we're stopping for a nice lunch break, chilling. We only had Angel's Landing planned today, so now we're kind of having to figure out what we want to do. And normally I would have that planned out, but really loud lawnmower. I was just focused on surviving Angel's Landing.
Cheers.
In honor of us completing Angel's Landing, Devin got the Angel's Landing ale. Same color as the rocks. After sitting for a little bit, there was a big crash of energy. We realized how tired we were from our big adventurous hike. Our original plan was to go to Angel's Landing one day and then the Narrows the next day. But we woke up this morning.
Tired.
No, absolutely not happening. My body is so sore all over. Devin, super tired. And so we just decided today I was tired too. Okay. But today we're just gonna run errands and then we're gonna rest, let our bodies recover, and then we're gonna go tomorrow. So we get all the way to Planet Fitness. We were coming in to shower and it's permanently closed. Doesn't even exist anymore. So now we just have to go to Target. Next on the list is laundry. You wanna tell us how we run this?
What's up?
Explain how the laundry works.
You download an app and then you can scan the QR code on your machine and control it all from there.
And then we spent the rest of the day just hanging outside. Yesterday we took a rest day from the Narrows, and this morning we decided to opt out of the Narrows just because we would have to pay like $80 for the clothing protection from the water. So we kind of slept in a little bit, you know. We're just gonna go in the park and do some random trails, and the parking lot is full, and there was a rock landslide, so some of the roads closed. So now we have to pay for parking in town because we slacked. SMH. When we got here a few days ago, we were the first people in line of the shuttle for the day. And we're all the way at the back of the line. They're humbling us.
We're gonna be on the second bus.
Yeah, we're not even gonna make the first bus.
It's not really that bad.
It's okay. It's okay.
You're just not first.
If you're not first, you're last.
Like we were the other day. First.
We're starting out now on the Emerald Pools Trail. Okay, let me try that again. We're starting out now on the Emerald Pools Trail, and this is the most crowded area that we've been in by far. People are just stopped on the bridge. I don't know where the logic is in that. But there are 3 pools. There's lower, middle, and upper. We're gonna find our way to them, see what we wanna see. It is a gorgeous day for day 2. The sun's out, it's feeling great. High rocks, blue skies. Oh, we're taking pictures on the bridge. That's what's happening. Okay. About 6/10 of a mile in, you'll reach the lower pool. It's real slippery because there's just water pouring everywhere around you, but it's a really cool sight to see. Now we're at the middle pool. We were just talking about how we're pretty sure springtime, summertime, these are a lot more full. It's really shallow right now, real small. We just hopped over that. But in between the lower and middle pool, there's a fair amount of stairs. Lastly, we made it to the upper pool, which is the last of the emerald pools. It was really cool to look at, but I agreed with someone that I heard at the very beginning. He said that the first pool was the coolest, and in fact, it was the coolest. It's very crowded out in the park today, mostly because it's a Friday and it's a beautiful day. So our last stop, there's no one here because you just barely walk up and you're looking at the Court of the Patriarchs. So here we have Abraham Peak right there, and then we have Isaac's Peak. Isaac Peak, sorry. And then Jacob Peak. We stopped for lunch right outside the park, and this lunch is brought to you by Miss Nellie Miranda. Thank you for buying us lunch today. One downside to staying basically in the desert is it's so dusty out here. Our floors have like a permanent layer of orange on them, and I just wiped off the counter. On Friday, Taylor released Red Taylor's version, so I spent a long time in bed sad over her music and music video. It is a beautiful Saturday here in Verkin. Devin is inside the bus watching football. I'm out here reading, Cosmos chilling. The cool thing about this area is we've made a lot of friends hanging out here. So earlier we had some friends in a van. They were right here. They just left, but they are going to be in Vegas, which is where we're about to be. Got some friends in that bus there, and then there was a bus over there, but they went into Zion. So they'll probably come back later and we can all hang out together, which is really cool because this entire trip we haven't really been around people our age. We have been around retired people who are traveling, so it's really nice and refreshing to hang out with some people in our age group, have great stories to tell. This is how our group ended up being. It was us, another schoolie, and then a converted ambulance, and here is all of our little group together, kind of cut off. We missed a few people though.
Okay, highs and lows. To start off, I think if you were to ask either of us our high of this past week, that it would be agreed upon that it was meeting all these wonderful people out here. We've met young couples that are also living in schoolies, living in converted vans, and it has been a very fun experience for us and for all of us, I think. But if I had to choose my own, it would be that we had the most perfect weather as we were traveling through Utah and visiting all these national parks. It's been bluer skies every other day, and it's just been a really great time, and it's made the experience very enjoyable. I have two highs for this week. The first high obviously was completing Angel's Landing. I kind of stressed about it for like 2 weeks. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it. Then when we actually made it to the top, I was like, oh, this was it. I stressed for nothing. It was beautiful views. It was really fun getting up there. I really enjoyed it. And my other high is getting to meet people at the area we're staying at. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, it's really cool to be around people our age because we haven't been in the last 2 months. We've had a good time hanging out together, spending some time outside, letting our dogs play. It's been a wonderful time. Cosmo's high for this week was that he got to hang out here with another dog, Bella, for a good 3 days. They got to run outside, play together, share toys, and he enjoyed every second of it. And then my low, though, is that being out here in this desert biome and red sand and dirt everywhere is that I think our furniture and floor are pretty much stained red from all of this now, but I think that's something we can handle in the end. So it's been a very fun week, to say the least. And this week was so good, I don't have a low. Cosmo's low for this week is it's so sandy and dusty out here that he is no longer a black dog. He is a spotted brown dog that's covered in dust all the time. I don't know if that's really his low, but that's my low for him.